Hi there guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you all had a great weekend. You got up to a few bits and bobs. The football keeps on rolling this week, doesn't it? Following the brilliant Champions League games that took place on Friday and Saturday. There's now Europa League this week, throughout this week, which is going to be really, really exciting. But today's video is all about the news that come out of Italy over the weekend regarding Maurizio Sarri being sacked as Juventus manager following their elimination from the Champions League at home to Lyon. It was a very, very disappointing result for Juventus, over the last few weeks, although they've won their 9th straight league title under Sarri. Well, Sarri's only delivered one of them, but it's for a club, it's their 9th straight league title. There's been a few murmurings that players aren't too happy with some of his training methods and how he is as a person. He's quite abrasive on the training ground and stuff like that. And, obviously that very, very disappointing result against Lyon in the Champions League at home to knock them out in the last 16 is just not good enough. And, when you've got players like Cristiano Ronaldo there and players like that, it's you're always going to face a bullet, unfortunately, if you don't get to at least the semi-finals. And, with Ronaldo there, he was brought in for one reason only. That, I'm sure if you gave them the option of, swapping a few of them league titles for a Champions League title, they'd snap your hand off. So, yeah, the league was an absolute minimum, and getting into the latter stages of the Champions League was necessary for Sarri, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And, as a result of it, he was replaced rather quickly. It took them less than 24 hours to get rid of him. And his replacement has caused a lot of talking points over the last few days. In case you didn't know, he's been replaced by the one and only legendary ex-Juventus, AC Milan and a couple of other clubs midfielder Andrea Pirlo. It's a humongous risk by Juventus. Can't help but think it's the cheaper option, to be honest, with some of the managers that A, are available and B, are becoming available in the next couple of weeks. You just got to look at Maurizio Pochettino, who's there already. Could have even gone for Max Allegri. He was there for a number of years and delivered them a couple of league titles as well. It could have gone back to him. And there's also talk that Zinedine Zidane is also going to be leaving Real Madrid for a change of for a change of club. So the fact that they've gone for Andrea Pirlo, this is going to be his first coaching role of any sort within football. Just 2 weeks before getting the top job at Juventus, he was actually appointed the under-23s manager. For some reason, the board at Juventus have chosen to give him the job, the top job. I think it's a huge risk, personally. I think that, I said over on my Twitter that there seems to be quite a trend at the moment amongst top clubs to appoint ex-players despite the lack of experience elsewhere. You just need to have a look at teams like Real Madrid have done it. Barcelona have done it previously. There are a number of clubs, and obviously, now Juventus, they're looking back to players, in the hope that, these managerial appointments will buy the board a bit of time, get the fans on side with ex-legends taking over and stuff. But it's a huge risk to appoint Pirlo, especially when, you have a look at like clubs who have done it before with Guardiola and Zidane and stuff. At least they had experience in coaching B-sides or being assistant managers and stuff like that to more senior managers. So, there's no doubt that Pirlo was a top player. You only just, look at his career. I think he won every single trophy, including the Champions League and World Cup and stuff. And you can tell by the way he played, in that deeper lying midfield position, that he's got a great football brain. He saw the game differently to other players that he played with. But does that translate over to being a good manager? We don't know what formation he plays. We don't know what his management style is because we've never seen him as a manager. But it's a hell of a job to go into there because, Juventus have got quite a few older players now. Obviously, you've got Bonucci, you've got Cristiano. You've got a few others in that squad who are getting on now. And against Lyon at times, they did look very leggy. So, it's not just going to be a continuation of what was happening. He is going to be expected to refresh that squad. I know that the signing of Matthijs de Ligt last season obviously kicked off that refresh generation. But it's just a very interesting development to see what happens. Like I say, they could have gone for Poch, could have gone for Zidane. You know, there's a couple of others there that they could have gone for, you know, with proven experience elsewhere. But yeah, I'm just not sure how it's going to go. Personally, I'm not convinced it's the right appointment at the right time. You know, by all means, bring him into the club. Like I say, he was appointed originally as the under-23s manager. You know, get him in there for a couple of seasons to, you know, see what kind of training style he has, see what methods he's got, and then, you know, perhaps promote him to assistant manager and then eventually take the step up. But to give him, you know, to give him the job after no experience whatsoever, he's got no credentials as a manager. You know, he's got loads as a player, but, you know, them players and that board will just be hoping that he has enough, you know, in the 2-year contract that he signed at 41 years old to get them over the line in the Champions League and deliver them their 10th straight Serie A title. So, yeah, let me know what you think about it, you know. And obviously subscribe to the channel if you're new. You know, obviously follow me on Twitter at East Terrace 0 and on Instagram, East Terrace Football. And yeah, until the next video, thanks a lot for tuning in and I'll see you soon. Take care.